In this one, we are going over to Urmston Aquatics. It's early Saturday morning, and I'm in my fish room just doing a little roll call. So basically what I do every morning is come in the fish room, open them blinds so I can get some light in, and I just check all the tanks, make sure everything's okay. And I can see it better than you can see it in the video, guys, honestly. And I just do the roll calls and check everything's okay. The reason I have brought you back to Urmston Aquatics so soon is because their stock list is completely different and they have got some epic fishing, honestly. And I just thought, you know what? You would like to see these. I just know you would. So we start this tank. Now, if you remember the last time we was in the shop, this tank was full of Stendica discus. So look at what we've got now. This stunning aquadens, some panda waru, and some unbelievable silver dollars. I love this tank because every time I come to this shop, there is something different in it, and there's always something amazing in there. And there's a couple of big plecos too. So there was some true parrots in this tank, but there's one left, and I'll show you that later on in the video. But how good is that tank? It's amazing. Pandas, they are rare fish to find in the UK, but unfortunately, someone's actually bought them. So if anyone was wanting to go over there, they have gone now. These were what were left of those Stendica discus that I was just talking about. There was a big group last time, but there's now 3 of these here. There's a couple of small arowana in this tank too. But aren't they lovely? I say it every time. I think, other than the wild discus, these are the ones that I like the best. And then going into talking about people bringing fish in, this is obviously a customer that's brought this tank of fish in. I've been talking to the guy that brought these in. And if you watched my reel the other day, there was some albino ecoli. Now they've gone, but check out the normal ecoli. They are absolute. That one there is outstanding. Couple of red tiger severums, amazing. Blue acara, angelfish, and bisha, I think, in there. There was a Channa in there at one point, but that's gone too. So yeah, some nice big fish on offer if anybody's after some. And those ecoli, they deserve a very special mention. They are absolutely gorgeous. Then we've got these blue angels. These caught my eye. You know, angels are close to my heart, and I always look out for the angel fish, and these blue ones are absolutely stunning. Really, really stood out in a shop full of quite a few angels, but these, for me on the day, were really, really nice. Like them very, very much. There is some Geophagus in there and a silver shark. This is the black line pike cichlid. So this is a pike cichlid. It's around 5 inches. They had a group of these, but this is the only one they have left now. There is some parrotfish in there as well, and that's a little beauty, isn't it? And then another tank full of bigger fish that's been brought in, and this is quite an interesting mix of fish. I mean, the emperor snakehead, how stunning is that? Now guys, that is going to get huge. Some big severums. So there's actually a big giraffe cat in here that you'll see in a minute. Is it Discodotus? I can't remember how you say that. That 5 legs, I think it's a 5-banded. That is stunning as well. So loads of choice of bigger fish in Urmston at the moment. And this is the show tank that everybody loved, this tank, when I featured it last time. But they're stripping it down, and as you can see, they've sold a lot of the fish in it. Now, with this fish, what they do at Urmston is they swap it about. They will set it up as something, sell the fish on, set it up as something else. And as you can see, those turtles are still there. They caused a real stir in the last video. This is a female Trimac cichlid. This is Rio Sarabia Trimac. This actually was originally from Cichlids of the Americas. This came over when my female came over many years ago. And this was a friend of mine, Kev, that had this. But he's moved this on now, and Urmston have took it from him. So there's a Rio Sarabia female Trimac there if anybody wants it. This is the true parrot cichlid that I was talking about. This is a good size. This is a little beauty. They had a few of these in when I went in the other week, and Obviously, they've sold loads of them. This is a good size, around 6 inches. And then there's this Fahaka puffer. I love these, and you don't often see Fahaka puffers at this size for sale. So this is a good size fish. These are great. They don't get as big as Mabu puffers or even the Cross River puffer, I don't believe. They might be around about the same size as the Cross River, but these are a lot cheaper than those two other puffers. So if you're someone who wants to keep a puffer, these are affordable. I know the other ones are quite expensive, but these are affordable. And they're as nice. They're as interactive. But this is a little beauty, isn't it? How nice is that? Obviously need to feed them snails, clams, those kind of things to keep the teeth down. But yeah, real character fish. And like I said before, you don't often see them in shops at this size. You can get them, but they're always really, really small. And then there was a couple of freshwater moray eels in here, a couple of nice vampire plecos. So Spud moved the wood so we could show you these eels. They're very nice as well. Not really my thing, but I know that these are quite sought after. I know there's quite an interest in that kind of fish. And obviously being freshwater, I believe that that's, a really good thing. And then them vampire plecos are stunning as well. But the slippery little things, those eels, he's trying his best so we can get to see them. In this one here, he's going to show us. That's what's great about Spud. I go into the shop and he's always willing to spend time with me, making sure I can give you the best footage of the stock in there. And these, something that interested me, I quite like these. These were a cold water goby, something I've never seen before. Not really a fish that you see in my fishery, but they were very interesting. And then, obviously, it was feeding time. They were feeding some of the fish while I was in there. They've thrown these cubes of bloodworm in. This is the Asian arowana that's left. There was 2. Someone went and bought the other one, but that one's still there. Does come with a certificate. And then they've got some rays in, so you didn't see these rays last time. They've got probably, I think it was about 5 or 6 rays in the shop at the moment. Obviously smaller, so if you're looking for a ray, you can pick one up, grow it out yourself. But again, you do need massive tanks for rays, and I don't need to tell people that. People know that they need big tanks. And then there's these little small emperor snakeheads. So the one you saw before, these are a smaller version. Don't be fooled by the cuteness, because they're going to get big and ugly. And big, honestly. When I say big, I mean big. But again, they're cute, aren't they? Really nice fish. Now, these koi angels, the reason I film these koi angels is because I've never seen them this good. When I say this good, check out the cheeks. Check out the redness on the cheeks of these fish. I've never seen a red that deep on a cheek of a koi angel. They are really, really nice. They really caught my eye. Absolutely stunning. And these are locally bred. And Spud was telling me that this guy's a great breeder, and you can see that by those. Look at that red on those cheeks. Then we had some rams, and I've been showing you the rams on my journeys just because the quality of rams that is in the UK, especially the Northwest at the moment, is really, really, really impressive. I'm seeing some absolute quality rams on my journey. They are very nice, and actually a very good size as well. And then these are, I said these were Balzini last time, but they're actually young Pyracilius, which is the redhead, the Geophagus, what used to be called the red Tapajou. And these are really, really active. Really, really active. So every time I went near the tank, they just thought I was going to feed them. But if anyone wants to start a group off of these, then there's an option. There is some albino hecali in this tank as well. And then the reason I've gone back to this tank, guys, is because they started to feed them. So I just wanted to show you them feeding. This is the same tank as before with all the big fish in. And it was feeding time, so I thought I'd get some footage. Those Severums are fighting over the bloodworm. But they are nice. There's a nice group of Severums in there, to be honest. Good sizes as well. So yeah, I just thought I'd capture some footage of that. And then there's these little peacock bass. Andrew, if you're watching, I know you're after some Kelberi. These are the Kelberi. I'm not sure. I think they might be a bit too far for you, but again, these are another fish that get big. They get big. You need big tanks for these. These are monster fish, but in this video, they look really cute. But anyway, guys, we'll wrap this one up now. So I'm sure you'll agree it was the right thing to do another video at Urmson Aquatics, because that's a whole load of new fish that I think that you guys would like to see. So yeah, we did another one there. And you know what? It doesn't mean that we won't go back and do another one. I've obviously been talking to Spud a lot, and I have been over to Wormston because it's not far from me. It's about 15 minutes drive. So, you know, it's near what's called the Trafford Centre for anyone that doesn't know in the UK, which is a big shopping centre that me and Joe go to quite a lot. So I do spend a lot of time over there at the moment. But anyway, I just want to say a massive thank you, as always, for supporting me, watching the videos, liking, subscribing, all those things. And if you're not subscribed, consider subscribing. It does help the channel. Totally your choice. But yeah, it does help. And I would say thank you in advance if you're going to do that. Anyway, guys, I'm going to leave it there. And I will see you all on the next one.